Hello, my dear friends. Today I'm talking about Uranus ingress in Gemini on the 7th of July 2025. So in this summer, Uranus, the planet of change, innovation and awakening, ingress in the sign of Gemini, where will remain until 2033. This transit occurs approximately once every 84 years and brings radical transformations in areas associated with Gemini: communication, education, thinking, mobility, social connection, the internet, artificial intelligence, and the way we learn and share information. Uranus is a transpersonal planet, meaning it influences entire generations. However, depending on your chart and rising sign, its effects may be felt deeply on the individual level. Because Gemini is the sign of speech and words, and Uranus is a planet of technology, expect an explosion of new communication platforms, unconventional methods of self-expression, and possibility even to emerge of completely new forms of language. What is possible to be transformed during this transit? Traditional education will be under question, because this Uranus in Gemini could favor individual learning style. So not generally for everything the same, is very personalized way of learning. AI-based education, self-learning. It's very easy nowadays to learn something, a new skill or whatever, only looking on the internet. The abolishment of certain traditional learning models, because they are already too boring for new generations. Children born under this transit may have a different kind of mind, fast, highly connected, and possibly capable of thinking on multiple levels simultaneously. The collective mind is undergoing a reconfiguration. New theories, new philosophies, and schools of thoughts may arise. Structured logical thinking could be complemented or even replaced by associative, holistic, network-based thinking. Gemini rules local movement: cars, trains, bikes, scooters, small aircrafts. With Uranus here, we may see autonomous vehicle. We already saw, personal transport drones. In some countries it's already in use. Urban air routes, suspended trains, or even digital teleportation. I remember the Enterprise. Engaged. This transit may mark the fusion of human and machine. So neural implants, direct communication with AI, human-robot partnerships in work and education. The human mind will be a focal point. Uranus in Gemini promotes awareness and acceptance of ADHD, autism, dyslexia. They are not disorders, but as alternative ways of functioning. Psychedelic therapies, neurofeedback, and virtual reality as healing tools. AI-assisted meditations and to be personalized cognitive training. So we have on 7th of July, Uranus ingress in Gemini for the first time. On 8th of November 2025, Uranus retrogrades back to Taurus. And on 26th of April 2026, Uranus ingress Gemini for good. So we have around 8 years during which massive transformations will occur in areas connected to communication, education, transportation, thinking, social networks, AI, and media. As you know, Uranus retrogrades once in a year for about 5 months. So to have Uranus retrograde is not a big deal. Everybody say, it's retrograde. So what? Because these periods are ideal for recalibration. What has already changed, what isn't working, and what needs to be adjusted. It's very simple. So I will let you in under the description these periods, and also the periods of retrograde phase for all this period. Mark these retrograde periods in your calendar and observe what shifts in your mind and life will be. These are excellent times for reviewing your career, mindset, and intellectual relationships. So Uranus in Gemini will bring innovation plus chaos. It means progress. A lively mind. It means a lively life. Adaptability. So it's about psychological and financial survival. Will be a very interesting period. What good to have? A journal or idea capturing app, a communication channel, whatever, blog, vlog, social media account, backup plans for jobs, education, or relocation. The courage to say, I don't know yet, but I want to find out. So open to learn new things, to be flexible, adaptable, and to have joy while you are changing all this. So let's see which is the impact of Uranus ingress in Gemini for each rising sign. For Aries rising sign, Uranus will transit your third house. Your thinking becomes lightning fast and unpredictable. You might completely change your communication style. Relationships with siblings, neighbors, and co-workers may go through crises or renewals. Frequent travels, sudden relocations, or a desire to live in multiple places may arise. If you are a senior or you are going to retire, feeling like the world is moving faster than you, that's normal, but you are an Aries rising. You don't want to stop moving. Uranus urges you to rediscover your curiosity. Perhaps you learn to use social media. Write a memoir, start a YouTube channel or podcast about something you're passionate about because you have a lot of experience. Or simply rediscover the joy of engaging conversations. The key of this transit is a youthful mind keeps the body young. Find a community where you can share your experiences online or in your neighborhood. What recommendation I have for all of you with rising in Aries? Learn programming, digital design, or online communication. You have the mindset for it now. Use AI tools because will be very important in near future. Write, create a podcast or vlog. You have many original ideas. Travel short distances frequently. Experiment with a nomadic lifestyle if you feel the call. Start a course or project with your siblings. Your bond can evolve. The bright mindset is I can change the world starting with my ideas. For Taurus rising, Uranus is ingress in your second house. Unexpected changes in finances and income. Possible financial reinvention, changing your main source of earning maybe. You've learned not to cling to material possessions. They come and go quickly. You might invest in cryptocurrencies, online businesses, or futuristic technologies. For those of you that are seniors or ready to retire, Uranus enters in your house of values. But at your age, you've learned already that true value lies not in things but in accumulated wisdom. You might feel an urge to change how you use money. Modern ideas may come. Perhaps you'll try digital investments, financial education courses, or even monetize a hobby. You may say to yourself, what can I do with what I have in a creative way? So you can reinvent yourself financially without pressure. For all of you with the Taurus rising sign, you may do some things that are useful this period. Diversify your income. Seek a digital or hobby-based source of money. Let go of unnecessary material attachment. You'll gain more freedom. Invest in technology, NFTs, crypto, or alternative financial education. Create a product or service with your unique DNA. So your mindset is security comes from flexibility, not rigidity. For Gemini rising, Uranus will ingress in your first house on the rising sign. So you are in the minds of a personal revolution, new identity, new lifestyle, perhaps even a new body. You completely reinvent yourself and are drawn to non-conformist things. You attract original, rebellious, and eccentric people. You may feel unstable at times, but full of creative electric energy. For people that are seniors or ready to retire, Uranus comes directly over you. This means a reinvention of your personal image and how you perceive yourself. Even at your age, you are invited to break patterns. You can change your style, perhaps adopt technology, travel solo, or start an unusual spiritual practice. So the key of this transit is it's never too late to be who I didn't have the courage to be. It's an excellent time to rediscover your inner freedom. So, some recommendation for all of you that have rising sign in Gemini: do a total rebranding in look, style, behavior, online image. Try something completely out of the ordinary. New sport, experimental fashion, atypical professions. Listen to your intuition even if it's against the current. Learn to work with an anxiety generated by so much mental energy using meditation, journaling, digital detox. Which is the right mindset for you? I have the right to be a version of myself that the world doesn't know yet. For those with Cancer rising, Uranus will ingress your 12th house. So, it's about inner revolution. Your subconscious demands liberation. Your dreams become stronger. You may have breakthroughs through therapy or meditation. You will feel the need to withdraw temporarily in order to understand your direction. You may discover extrasensory abilities or a desire to explore the occult. For seniors or near retired people, this Uranus in Gemini brings revelations from the subconscious. You might discover new methods of meditation or therapy, or simply feel the need to feel more peace and quiet. It's time for retreats, not in the sense of withdrawing from the world, but conscious retreats into the self. You heal the past, you forgive yourself and other people, and might even become a spiritual mentor. The key of this transit is about the inner life is just as alive as the outer life. You'll gain access to brilliant intuitions. For all of you that have rising sign in Cancer, I have the following recommendation. Keep a dream journal because you're receiving valuable info from your subconscious. Practice meditation, any kind of therapy that is useful for you because it's time to cleanse the past. Work with energy, whatever it is, Qigong, Tai Chi Chuan, Reiki, Taoist, who knows what other things. Conscious breathing, theta healing. Write, paint, or create art inspired by your deep inner world. Which is the best mindset for you? Change comes when I learn to release what's unseen and I don't need anymore. For Leo rising, Uranus will ingress in your 11th house. So your friendships undergo drastic changes. New, original people appear, while old ones may vanish suddenly. Future projects take an unexpected turn. You might join an unconventional community. Activists, rebels, visionaries. Your social media presence and public image could be completely reinvented. For those that are seniors or near to the retirement, you are never too old for big dreams. Uranus is here to remind you of that. Your friend networks will shift. You might join a new group, online, spiritual, civic, whatever. You could create something for others, a project, an inspirational page, a community. You will meet younger people who challenge your thinking. The K of this transit is about by sharing my dream, I make it come alive for others. You hold an important place in a community, even if it's a brand new one. What kind of recommendation I have for all Leo rising people? Create a friend group or community with bold visions. Start an NGO, alternative education channel, or engage in online activism. Look for unconventional role models and mentors who challenge your thinking. Launch a future-forward project with global impact. A startup, an app, a platform. Now it's much easier to do it. We have all the tools that we need. And the best mindset for you is, I'm not alone. The world needs my vision. For those with Virgo rising, Uranus will ingress in your 10th house. So your career takes a radical turn. You live, reinvent yourself, or launch your own thing. You could become famous through an original idea or unusual project. Your professional status might change suddenly. For example, from employee to freelancer. An authority figure, boss, parent, whatever, may suddenly exit your life or undergo a major shift. For those that are seniors or near to the retirement, even if you are like this, Uranus in the house of career shows you public image can radically shift. You could become a guest lecturer, blogger, expert in a field, or simply be invited to share your story. You might start a new short-term career with meaning. The K of this transit is not about the job I had, but about who I've become. Now is the time to embrace a new mission. For all of you that have Virgo rising, I have some recommendation. Change your career if it no longer represents you, what you have now. Make a switch from the system to freelancing or from corporate to entrepreneurship. Become an expert in a futuristic field, AI, neuroscience, sustainability. Redefine success is no longer about status, but about your freedom. The best mindset for you is, my career must reflect my authenticity, not others' expectations. For Libra rising, Uranus ingress in your 9th house. Travel, life philosophy, and studies become areas of transformation. You might start studying something entirely new. IT, astrology, AI, or neuroscience. You could feel the desire to live in another country or culture. Your beliefs may shift. You might live on religion and adopt another. For seniors or retired people, you've reached the age of wisdom, but Uranus shows that true wisdom is flexible. You might begin studying a new religion, travel again, teach or learn something radically different. You might publish, start a vlog, or even move to a new country. Your thinking transforms. So the K of the transit is about, it's time to think with a free mind, not the fear of the past. Exploration is the most beautiful exercise for keeping you young in spirit. General recommendation for people with Libra rising are go on a soul-searching journey or join an Erasmus or work and travel program. Enroll in an unconventional or online university, even in another language. Read controversial authors, explore alternative beliefs and perspectives. Launch a course or write a book sharing your original life philosophy. Which is the helpful mindset? True is not fixed. I can evolve constantly in my thinking. For those with Scorpio rising, Uranus is ingress in your 8th house. You are going through deep emotional and sexual transformations. Intimate relationships take on an unconventional tone. Possible gains or surprises linked to inheritance, insurance, or investments. enhanced access to psychology, the occult, and subtle energies. For seniors or future retired people, this transit is a profound period. Uranus invites you to change your relationship with death, inheritance, and deep spirituality. You might release old fears, organize documents, settle affairs, or help others through major transitions. Sometimes unexpected gains appear. Other times losses that transform you completely. The key of the transit is about liberation from the past brings power to the present. You build a new relationship with the life and death. General recommendation for Scorpio rising: invest in deep financial education about taxes, cryptocurrency, inheritance strategies. Explore conscious sexuality, tantra, or open relationships if you are attracted to this style. Work with your psychological shadows, therapy, shadow work, meditation. Help others through transformations. Become a guide, a coach, or therapist. The right mindset for you is about true power comes when I embrace all that's taboo within me. For those with Sagittarius rising, Uranus will ingress in your 7th house. Relationships go through upheavals, breakups, reconnections, or partners who are nothing like your past ones. You might meet someone who inspires freedom and transformation. Contracts, collaborations, and alliances will be unusual. You'll crave freedom in your relationships. For seniors or future retired people, this transit, it's about your personal relationships that may undergo significant changes. A new love might appear unexpectedly, or an old relationship could end. Your partner might reinvent themselves, and this will push you to do the same. You'll learn that freedom in partnership truly means. You might even become a mentor to others about mature love. The key of this transit is about freedom comes from relationships that don't suffocate me. Redefine how you love and connect with other people. The general recommendation for Sagittarius rising, it's about accept that relationships are here to wake you up, not put you to sleep. Launch a partnership-based business with someone eccentric or creative. Create an online counseling, meditation, or public relations program. Be open to unconventional love while keeping your values clear. So your mindset is about relationships mirror my liberation, not my dependency. For Capricorn rising, Uranus is transiting your 6th house. So your daily work is reinvented. Maybe you move into a digital, remote, or creative job. Health issues might arise from mental overload. Take care of your sleep and relaxation. You'll introduce unconventional technologies or routines into your everyday life. Relationships with co-workers become unpredictable. For seniors or retired people, Uranus in this house asks for a change in your daily habits. You might need to change your diet, the way you exercise, or your overall routine. If you are still working, it might be a completely different format, online, flexible, temporary. You could become a coach, counselor, or guide for others. The key for the transit is about taking care of myself. It's a form of freedom. Your new lifestyle will help you to feel young and restless. How to work with this transit for all of you that have Capricorn rising? Automate and digitize as much as possible your professional life. Change your daily routine. Add more exercise, mental activities, and biohacking. Be open to working in a completely different field, remote, IT, AI, whatever. Create a personal time management system that it suits for you. The right mindset for you is efficiency is not rigidity, it's adaptability. For Aquarius rising, Uranus is transiting your 5th house. So, explosive creativity. You might start creating digital art, exploring music or viral online content. Romantic relationships become unstable but electrifying. A child or a creative project might appear and change your life. You'll seek pleasure in unusual experiences. For seniors or retired people, this transit is good because you rediscover the joy of play, love, and creativity. Uranus challenges you not to take yourself too seriously and to give yourself time for art, theater, hobbies, or even a new love. You might become a grandparent and form a unique bond with your grandchildren, or you recover the creativity you once set aside. The key of this transit is it's time to enjoy life again. Creativity and play are sacred expressions of life. As a general recommendation for people with Aquarius rising sign is about create digital art, NFTs or viral content. You've got electric inspiration. Relearn how to play, love without fear, and create without perfectionism. Be mindful of how you express love. You may tend to avoid routine or emotional depth. Launch a creative personal brand or monetize a hobby. The right mindset for you is about when I create from joy, I become successful. For Pisces rising, Uranus will ingress in your 4th house. So it's about your home, family, and roots that are changing dramatically. You might move several times or choose a nomadic lifestyle. Your relationship with your parents may go through healing or distancing. You could build a smart home or live in a minimalist, ecologic, or free way of living. For senior people or retired people, it's about moving. Family changes, inheritances, reconnections, or separations may occur. Uranus brings electric energy into your past to help release it. You might get inspired to renovate, sell your house, relocate, or adapt a new lifestyle. The key of this transit is about home is where I feel alive. Find a new space that matches who you are become. A general recommendation for those with Pisces rising sign, it's about move. Try alternative communities, tiny houses, or digital nomad life. Heal family relationships. Forgive, accept, and make healthy distance. Create a home space that reflects your new identity. Explore your ancestry, maternal or paternal lineage, because you will have some revelations. Your empowering mindset is about when I rewrite my roots, I can grow infinitely. What I recommend for all of you, no matter the rising sign, do regular digital detox because your mind needs breathing room. Keep a crazy ideas journal. Some will change your life. Don't fear instability. Miracles are born in creative chaos. Learn something new every month. Upgrade to version 2.0. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, not just confirm you. So, now look in your natal chart, see in which house do you have Gemini. What kind of planets do you have there? What aspects are doing with other planets? And imagine the Uranus is transiting this house and what kind of aspect is forming with your natal chart. Also, it's important to see where is Mercury, because Mercury is ruling Gemini. And so it's important where do you have Mercury in your natal chart, and also look on this period where is transiting Mercury. So I'm waiting your comments and questions down below. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye bye.